Pennsylvania, I guess they call it. And there he served as a congressman to the U.S. House of Representatives for 2 terms, that's a total of 4 years. He also served as U.S. Senator from that state for 2 terms, that was 12 years. And he also ran for president, and so give you a little more information about him. He and his wife, Karen, have been married for 25 years. In fact, he just told me they're going to say their vows again. And that's great. They have 7 children, and 1 special child, which we probably will talk about a little bit. And his children range in age from 6 to 23. So they've had a house full. He is extremely, extremely, extremely pro-life. In fact, when I was working in Washington, he was considered probably one of the most pro-life elected officials that we have, especially in the Senate. He is known for his pro-life stand. Now let me tell you a little bit more about him. He currently serves as CEO of Echo Light Studios, America's fastest growing faith and family film company, and he's developing good quality Christian home family type films, and he's trying to get them into churches. He's designing them so that churches can show them, and that is great. We need more of that kind of production. He's also chairman of the Patriots Voices, which is a grassroots community of Americans committed to faith, family, freedom, and opportunity. And so he's right in line with what our ministry stands for. During the 2012 presidential primaries, Senator Santorum won the Iowa caucuses, and he took a total of 11 states and 3 million votes. And then prior to that, of course, he had served in the House and the U.S. Senate, and he has wrote and championed the partial birth abortion bill that banned partial birth abortions. So he's the sponsor. He also sponsored the Born Alive Infants Protection Act and the Unborn Victims of Violence Act. So see, those are 3 very strong pro-life pieces of legislation. Senator Santorum and his wife Karen are the co-authors of Bella's Gift, which is available. It's a book that they've written, available to purchase in the lobby today afterwards. And Senator is a stalwart champion of the sanctity of life, which I've already talked a little bit about, traditional family, religious liberty, and it certainly is a great honor and privilege to have him here. It is my honor and privilege to introduce him to you. And so let's give him a good New York welcome, Senator Santorum.
Existed here in New York, so who knew? Thank you very much, Dwayne. Thank you, Jason. Thank you for the opportunity to come and share some thoughts with you, and foremost to encourage you. I really feel that one of the things that folks who are maybe a best way to put it, behind enemy lines, as you are here in the state of New York, fighting battles that are very, very difficult, and you feel like what you believe in and the things that you're striving for are not being well received in this city and in this state. And so I know that you can become discouraged. That's sort of natural when you're trying to articulate something and move your country, your state, your community in a certain direction that you think is good and true and healthy and beautiful, and you feel like no one's listening, or that they're not just not listening, but they don't even want to hear. In fact, they're threatening you if you even speak up. That can be discouraging and intimidating. But I just want to share with you that we all know how it ends in the end, right? We all know where it lies. And your job is to be faithful, right? You heard the song, right? His faithfulness requires your faithfulness, right? Your faithfulness is something that's vitally important to engage into. One of my favorite people that I had the pleasure of meeting in my life was Mother Teresa. And Mother Teresa, one of her favorite sayings was, God does not call on us to be successful. He calls on us to be faithful. And so I just want to encourage you that God will be faithful. He will be faithful if His people are faithful. Right? And so I just want to share that at the outset, because it is important to go into the battles that we're engaged in. To go in with a sense of hope and optimism in light of the overwhelming odds. And I will tell you some stories today that hopefully will encourage you. But I want to share with you that the battles are real. I'm not minimizing the difficulties. Those of you who had an opportunity over the lunch break to see the movie that you saw here today called One Generation Away is a movie that our movie company produced in conjunction with the American Family Association. And it's a movie about the threat to religious liberty in America today. It is real. If you had a chance to see the movie, you saw several vignettes that we talked about of how religious liberty is under attack in America from the government of this country, really for the first time in the history of our country. And it is accelerating. We could have made another movie with 7 or 8 different vignettes that just happened in the last month in America.